and welcome to The Update. I'm Michelle Stevenson. The federal opposition is backing the government in walking away from the proposed free trade deal with Europe. Australia says it couldn't accept the terms on offer, with one sticking point: the amount of access local producers should be given to Europe's markets. Nationals leader David Littleproud says any deal needs to be done with our interests in mind.
The reality is, if we don't get the right number on quotas for beef, for sheep meat, for wool, for grain, for sugar, if we don't get the removal of this bully boy tactic by the EU of trying to remove our use of terms like Prosecco and Feta, then we should walk away.
The Reserve Bank will undergo a shake-up following an extensive review into the organisation. From next year, the RBA will hold 8 meetings a year. That's instead of the current 11. The deliberations will also be longer, but any interest rate announcement will still be made on the first Tuesday of the month. Wastewater testing shows that cannabis is by far the most used illicit drug in Australia, while Sydney leads the nation in cocaine consumption. The report also shows our country is the 6th largest consumer of illegal stimulants. That's out of 28 countries. Emergency response systems are expected to be put to the test during what's forecast to be a hot, dry summer. Australia now has a nationally consistent way of rating fire danger, and it's hoped the new system will better inform communities of potential risks. And outdoor clothing brand Kathmandu is selling repaired goods in the hopes it'll help reduce materials going to waste. The second-hand clothes will be sold at a discounted price though. Sport and entertainment are next. To sport, Novak Djokovic and Jannik Sinner have advanced to the men's semi-finals at Wimbledon, and Mitchell Marsh is no certainty to retain his place in the Aussie Test 11 despite his heroics in the third Ashes Test. Marsh hit a century and took 2 wickets in a losing side while covering injured all-rounder Cameron Green. Taking a look at your entertainment news now, Brintey Spears has tried to set the record straight after her infamous slapping incident in Vegas. The singer has posted to Instagram saying she wants a public apology after being struck by an NBA star security team when she tried to approach him.
I simply tapped him on the back and I was backhanded. I did get an apology at my table 30 minutes later, but I have yet to receive a public apology.
Less than a week out from releasing her third re-recorded album, and Taylor Swift is breaking sales records. The last album to see monumental sales like this was her 2022 release of Midnights. And Zayn Malik has opened up about fatherhood as he steps back into the spotlight for the first time in 6 years. The former One Directioner says he's tried to set a good example since having his daughter. That's the latest from the Nova Podcast News team. We'll have another episode of The Update for you tomorrow. I'm Michelle Stevenson.